Good morning, children. In today's class, we will go with English grammar chapter number 2. So, till now we have finished with chapter number 1 and chapter number 3. Chapter number 1 was noun and chapter number 3 was noun and gender. So, in today's class, we will go with chapter number 2, singular and plural nouns. So, what is a singular and what is a plural noun? See, the singular noun refers to one person, ideas or a thing. This singular noun will always refer to one person, ideas or thing. Okay? One. Suppose the example is like this. Ajit bought a gift for his mother. Ajit bought a gift for his mother. Okay? So here, how can I just tell the singular noun? A gift. See, Ajit bought a gift for his mother. The same way, when you go with a plural noun, it refers to more than one. It refers to more than one. Okay, more than one means it can be more than one person, its ideas, things. Suppose the same example I can write like this. Ajit bought many gifts for his mother. See children here, many gifts. G-I-F-T-S. Many gifts for his mother. So there we can bifurcate. It's a singular noun and it's a plural noun. So understood children what is a singular noun and what is a plural noun? I will be repeating it once again. Singular noun refers to one person, ideas, things. Okay, one. And plural noun refers to more than one. Okay, that comes under the plural noun. And if it refers to one person or ideas or a thing, it always comes under the singular noun. Now, there are different ways to make a singular noun to the plural noun. So, I will be just telling you how it can be formed. Now children, come to page number 8 of your grammar textbook children. Page number 8 of your English grammar textbook. Here there is a green box is there. And in that green box, 10 different types is there. How to make the singular how to make a singular to the plural nouns. So here I will go with one by one. The first one is, we can add S to make some nouns plural. The first topic can be like this. We can add S to make plural. Okay, how? Example I can give. What is the example I can give? You can write chair. Okay, and if I have, this is a singular noun. If I have to make it a plural, I can add C-H-A-I-R-S. Okay, understood? Moving to the second one is like this. If a noun that ends with S, double S, X, SH or CH, the noun ends with S. Suppose the word that ends with S or double S or X or SH or CH. Okay. Suppose of some of the noun that ends that end with S, okay? And I have to make it a plural. Now, I will be just adding B-U-S-E-S. See, this E-S will make the singular to the plural noun. So, the noun that ends with Y, the singular noun, suppose it ends with Y, you have to add I-E-S for making it plural. Suppose the example is like this. B-A-B-Y, baby. Baby means a singular noun and it ends with Y. And if I have to make it a plural noun, more than one, I have to add what, children? I-E-S. This is also a rule. So your will be like this, B-I-E-S, babies. So B-A-B-Y, baby is a singular, and when it had changed into a plural, if I have to change the singular noun to the plural, I have to add I-E-S. Why? Because a word that ends with Y, you have to add I-E-S for making it a plural noun. Understood, children? Now, moving to the next one, the fourth one. See here, the fourth one, the nouns end with Y, and if you are making it a plural, in the third point I told, if the noun that ends with Y, you have to add I-E-S. But there is a rule over there. Suppose, you know, vowels and consonants. Vowels are how many vowels, children? Okay. A-E-I-O-U. So here, the fourth rule is that noun that ends with Y, but if it becomes the Y that comes before a vowel sound, there is a rule that noun A-E-I-O-U is a 4 vowels, 5 vowels are there in English, okay? So here in this rule, suppose a noun that ends with Y, but it has a vowel there, then you will be adding there what, children? Only S. Okay, you will not add I-E-S. I can just tell you an example is, suppose the word is T-O-Y, toy. But in the third rule I told you that the word that ends with Y, you have to add I-E-S because it was a consonant. But here in the fourth rule, vowels that come in, see, O is a vowel that being used over here. So if I have to make it in a plural form, there I will use T-O-Y-S, toys. There I will not use I-E-S. I-E-S can be used only in the consonants. See, when a Y is there, but before that Y, any of this vowel are coming in that particular word, before a Y, there I will be using only S to make it plural. Okay? Now moving to the fifth one is, suppose that noun that ends, the noun that ends with F or you can say F-E. Suppose a word is there, a singular word that ends with F or F-E, and I have to make it a plural. So what I will be doing, you have to add what there, children, to make it plural? I have to add there V-E-S. Okay, this. If a word is there, a noun is there that ends with F or F-E, and I have to make it a plural noun, that how I will do, I will just add V-E-S. I just give you an example, children. Just look here. Suppose a word is leaf. L-E-A-F. Okay? This is a singular noun and ends with F. I have to make it plural. So I have told the noun that ends with F or F-E, and if I have to make it a plural noun, I will be adding there L-E-A-V-E-S. See, this will come. This is a singular noun and this is a plural noun. Understood? Now moving to the sixth point of your textbook itself. Most of the noun that ends with O, the noun that ends with O, okay, and you have to plural. So what I have to do there? You have to add es. How? I can give you one example. Suppose a mango, M-A-N-G-O. Okay? O is the last word of noun over here, and I have to make it a plural form. Then I have to make M-A-N-G-O-E-S. See? E-S. That will make, this is a singular noun and this is a plural noun. Understood, children? Now I will move in with the seventh point. Now children, moving to the seventh point. The seventh rule is some of the nouns remain unchanged. They don't change. Whether it's a singular or whether you have to make it plural, it's just the same. It's remain unchanged. Okay? To make it a plural, it's unchanged. Singular and plural is just the same. Okay? Example I can give you is sheep. Okay? Singular and plural is just the same. Okay, we just call it just the same. There is unchanged. Okay. Now moving to the eighth one. Your eighth point or eighth rule is noun changes in an irregular manner. Some of the noun that changes to irregular manner. Irregular. What do you mean by that irregular manner? Irregular manner. That means, say we just give you the example is this ox. Okay? Ox is a singular. Okay, and if I have to make it a plural, I can't say oxes. I have to add there O-X-E-N. This is known as an irregular manner. One more example I can give you is foot. Foots, I won't say for the plural. It's totally changed. It becomes feet. Understood? The same way, the ninth point is that some of the nouns have always a plural. It's always plural. That does not come in the singular form. I can say, we always say clothes. Okay, yes is already there. Then we can say scissors. Okay, this comes that always is a plural. Understood? And moving to the, I just moved to the 10th one, the last point now. Now children, the 10th, the last point that you have to remember is, see some of the plural forms that you have to add S to make plural, you have to add into its main compound form. So that main compound means more than one word. Suppose the word is like this. Suppose son-in-law. Okay, son-in-law is a singular noun. And if I have to make it a plural, I have to add S has a root more than one. So here I make it in a plural form where I will use sons. See, the main compound noun, I will add sons-in-law. I won't add S here. It will be wrong if I will add S here. Understood, children? Hope you have understood all the 10 rules. The 10 rules are there in your English grammar textbook, page number 8. Kindly go through it once again, and I have to tell you that singular nouns that refers to one person, ideas or a thing, and plural noun refers to more than one person, ideas and thing. Just take out a page number 8, children, and underline the definition. Singular noun refers to one person, idea or a thing, and underline the plural nouns refers to more than one person, ideas or a thing. Just write these two definitions in your English grammar notebook with pen, and just go through my video and read page number 8 once again. It's a homework for you. Read page number 8. So read page number 8, all the 10 rules, so it will be easy for you to understand the exercise. Thank you, children.